Hi, my name is Ross Pantell, and I'm thrilled to be here. Hey, listen, COVID has really turned a lot of businesses upside down, and as a result, it has really turned a lot of business owners upside down. Well, the cavalry is here. Let me tell you what this webinar is not going to be. It is not going to be a sales pitch. It will give you valuable and useful information that you can deploy immediately. You're going to see things that you may be doing which are mistakes that you can change and correct. I'm confident that you will learn new things that you can implement relatively quickly. This pandemic is going to end. All crises end. How you go through this pandemic, how you flow your cash, how you reemerge, this is what's going to make or break your business. There's no doubt this pandemic is beyond tragic. People have lost lives. People have lost businesses. But don't despair, okay? There are answers. I promise you. Let's go to the videotape. This is going to be a short webinar. By the way, it's only going to be 20 minutes, but it will be very impactful, and I thank you for joining today. Okay, let's go to the tape. How to get all the new business you could ever dream of, even during a pandemic. Are you executing like this, or are you making these common mistakes? Again, my name is Ross Pantell. I'm a business development and marketing strategist. I have over 30 years with small to large corporations in public and private sector, specialist in startups, growth and restructuring scenarios, domestic and international expertise, supply chain specialist, certification in import-export, and a book author. These are scary times. CNBC, 7.5 million businesses are at risk of closing. New York Post, more than half of US restaurants closures are permanent due to coronavirus. The coronavirus pandemic is going to cost us $5 trillion. These numbers are devastating. More than 100,000 small businesses have closed since COVID-19 began. And COVID-19's crushing effects on medical practices, some of which might not survive. This is not gloom or doom. These are just the facts. You do not have to be a statistic. Let me show you how not to be. This is a pie chart of a business growth possibilities. What people don't realize is that this is the foundation of your business. Take a screenshot of this. It's important. You must have a solid foundation. You must have a lead structure. You must have a conversion, and you must be able to get transactions which lead to more profits. So let's start off at foundations. Let me break it down for you more succinctly. Your foundations must be based on strategy. Most people base the foundation on tactics. Well, let me try this. Let me try that. If you do that, what ends up happening is typically you'll spend and waste an awful amount of money. So the first thing you must have is a strategy. A strategy means I'm going to do this to get this response, to do that to get that response. And basically it walks you through a step-by-step algorithm. Market dominating position. When you have a market dominating position, folks, you have no competition, period, end of story. You can be unique, and that's unique value proposition, but that will not matter row of beans to your audience, to your target. Let me break it down very simply. Your target audience, your prospect has a problem that they don't want, and you have a result that they want. When you understand exactly what that person wants, you will never have to compete on price again. And you will have more business, whether it's a pandemic or not, you'll know what to do with. Again, you will have more business than you know what to do with. The next thing is policies and procedures. How many times do patients, clients, customers let you down? They let you down because they don't know the policy, because they didn't have one, or you didn't have a procedure. The foundation should be trust. You should be an expert in your area, and you should educate people. Trust is something you can't buy, and it's earned. People have to trust you and have to trust your business. More leads, lead structure. These are the ways we get leads. Referrals are always the best. Joint ventures and alliances are always the second best. Publicity and PR, that's an absolute winner. Direct mail. It's funny, when I put this out to people, they look at me like I have two heads, like I'm out of my mind. Direct mail? Are you kidding me? This doesn't work anymore. I've got to be on digital. I've got to be on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Yeah, that stuff is great and it's very important. Yes, you do need a presence, but let me tell you something, folks. Direct mail is quite inexpensive and very effective. You must have an advertising campaign. You have to have a strategic base campaign, and there are a lot of other strategies you can deploy from lead structure. More conversions. Well, you can have all the leads in the world. How many times have you hired a company and they dumped 100 leads on your doorstep? Then you fired that company 6 weeks, 10 weeks, 4 months later because it didn't work. Well, the company did their job, got you the leads. Problem is you didn't know how to convert them. So these leads, the conversion techniques that we teach, you must have a compelling offer. A compelling offer is not a free chicken dinner. It's not a freebie or a discount. It's something your prospect cannot turn down, and it's informational. You must have scripting. Now, I am not a big fan of scripts to be robotic. I am a fan of scripts that are bulleted out. You know exactly what points you need to talk about. You must have statistics. Your numbers have to mean something. If you don't know what your initial close rates are, if you don't have your numbers, if you don't have statistics, you're not going to be able to improve your conversions. You must have your follow-up close rates in a drip campaign. And if you don't have a drip campaign ongoing, this is costing you serious revenue. For those that don't know what a drip campaign is, a drip campaign is really simple. Drips out informative information and educational information, not sales information. Don't sell people, educate them, give them information via drip campaign where you're constantly in front of them, giving them valuable information. More transactions. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you increased your fee? I love asking this question because I get the deer in the headlights look, the shock on their face. Let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with increasing your fee. The reason why you don't increase your fee is because you're afraid you're going to lose market share. Let's say you increase your fee. You have 10 clients, customers, whatever, and 2 of them left. Do you see how the other 8 will be paying a higher fee, will more than offset the 2 that left? Now, I understand you don't want to lose anybody, but increasing fee, getting more transactions is imperative. There are other techniques, other strategies, a sales team, appointments, additional products and services, increased frequency of purchase, downsell people. Do you even downsell? Downsell is very important. If they cannot afford your product or service, you must have a lesser product or service to offer them. Otherwise, you lose that client, that customer, that patient. And reactivation of former clients, customers, or patients is high. Do you have a system in place? More profits. More profits, increasing pricing. Every nickel more that you get is pure unadulterated profit. You must increase the longevity of the buying relationship. Upselling, cross-sell is huge. You know when you go to McDonald's and they say, would you like to supersize that? Well, that's an upsell. When they say, would you like fries with that? Well, that's a cross-sell. That puts millions and millions of dollars into their pocket. Bundling of services, if your profession, business allows it or lends itself to it, and cutting costs. Most people cut the wrong costs. Most people, when they're in a downturn of business, the first thing they cut is their advisory team. They cut their accountant, their business coach, their attorney, and they do it themselves. Wrong. Don't ever cut your advisory team. The reason you do not want to cut your advisors is that they were hired to make non-emotional decisions. In other words, when you make a decision based on emotions, you are dead in the water, period, end of story. The next place people cut costs, which is wrong, is their advertising. Guess what? When times are slow, folks, you need more advertising, not less. You need more market share. And the third and final place when people cut, which is wrong, is their staff. I'm slow, so adios, I don't need you anymore. When you release someone back into the pool, well, your business is going to turn around. And when it does, you're going to need that person, but then they're going to be sucked up by another company. And guess what? That's a problem to you. So this is how it looks on the pie chart. You must have your foundations in place first. Clear strategy, clear market dominating position, clear policies and procedures, clear trust, expertise, education. Once you have your foundation in place, then go ahead and work on your lead generation, more conversions, then transactions and profitability. This is a sound strategical plan for growing any business. How do we do it? We have something called profit acceleration software. The software is pretty cool. It literally breaks down every one of these areas, and it will tell you if in fact your business is profitable in that area or if it is leaving money on the table in that area. For example, I can go to the software and look at the market dominating position, and I can tell you that you're losing $12,800 a month because you do not have a market dominating position. Or I can go into the drip campaign and I can tell you that your drip campaign is earning you $6,800 a month. That's how amazing this software is. But there's one area in which you need to go much deeper. Yeah, digital marketing. Digital marketing is the wave of the future. No ifs, no ands, no buts. Here's the problem, folks. That's what digital marketing looks like. Where do you start? Do you start with content? Do you start with copywriting? Do you blog? Do you email? Do you do social media? What do you do? Yeah, it's pretty confusing. And a few of us can help a client implement the solution in the digital marketing area, but none of us is competent to systematically find the breakthroughs for a business and lead the process of implementation. So we do something stupid and say, okay, let's start here, and we pick a place. How many times have you been to a company, for example, I'll do Facebooking for you. I'll Facebook market for you, and it was a total and utter waste of money. Or I'll do AdWords for you, and it was a total, utter waste of money. Or maybe it was a home run. Maybe it delivered 1,000 leads to your door, but you didn't know what to do with them. Because again, you jumped the gun. You must go back and you have to start with your foundation. Once you start like that and build a foundation, think of a house. If you build the house out of clay and sand, the first storm that comes through your house is going to be in another county. But if you build your foundation out of steel and cement, nothing is going to rock that. And that's the same thing with your business. Is your business built on a good foundation or a poor one? If it's built on a poor foundation, take a screenshot of this, folks. This is where you need to begin, at the foundation. What we need is something systematic, intelligent, persuasive. And here it is, introducing profit acceleration software. You see, we can do a profit jumpstart. This is where we jumpstart a business. Or we can do a breakthrough where we look at 40 different areas of your business and find you breakthroughs in every one of them. You see, it gives us an introduction. It gives us a snapshot. We have 8 principal areas for digital marketing: website, email, SEO, advertising, content marketing, social media, video marketing, metrics, KPIs, and we can absolutely score this to see where you are on the scale. There are some of the areas that you may or may not be aware of that makes up digital marketing or digital acceleration. And here are strategic innovations on how we optimize this. Market dominating position, folks, is key, as well as your compelling offer. How much money are you leaving on the table? Well, I've got a challenge for you folks. We call it the 10K challenge. If you would like me to find you $10,000 to $100,000 or more in lost revenue and show you how to reclaim that lost revenue without spending an additional dime on your marketing, when you have time, go to my time trade link, click on it, and set up a free appointment. We will do a screen share. I will ask you pertinent questions about your business, and we will go ahead and put it into the software. Bring a seatbelt. I don't want you to fall and hit your head because you will be blown away. Let me tell you something. When people are leaving $100,000 to $200,000 on the table, it does get pretty nauseating. So bring a vomit bag. Also, this will be eye-opening to you, but more importantly, it will show you a path of exactly where you need to be. Please take a snapshot of this slide. So I want to thank you for attending today. And my intention is to get you kick-started for and through this pandemic. It starts with the foundation. Understand something, if you choose to do the 10K challenge, you will be sold nothing. I just don't sell. What I will show you is exactly what you need to do and how you need to do it. If you choose and you want to work with me, you may be nervous about a fee. Forget it. Don't worry about the fee. If somebody truly wants our help, we have a program that will fit in everybody's budget, period, end of story. That's what we do. You see, I use the Zig Ziglar philosophy. When you help other people achieve their dreams, your dreams are automatically met, and that's the way we operate. That's why we will never sell you on anything. I'm here to help you, period, end of story. So I hope you enjoyed this short webinar. I hope that you utilize the information there. I hope you start building your foundation, which is very, very important. If your foundation is already built, then start on your lead structure, going to conversions, etc. If you have any questions or want to reach out to me, you can always call me at 908-642-2636. Thanks for joining, and we wish you the best going forward, and this pandemic will end and you will prevail. Have a great day.